Hey everybody, this is Adam. I am recording a video for QuietSpeculation.com. This is going to be an Alchemy video focusing on the Mono Red Dragons archetype. There are a few different builds for this deck. Some are splashing blue to be able to play counterspells on the sideboard along with Gasolith Prismari. There are builds playing white for Ancient Gold Dragon, as well as the 3-mana legendary creature that adventures when you enter the battlefield or attack. I believe they're also using what is the card called? 2-mana instant, destroy a thing that has 4 toughness or more, or make a thing indestructible. Valor Stance. That's the card. So there are different benefits to playing different builds. One of which, for the mono red version, you get to play Chandra Dress to Kill, as well as your Tundra Fumarole, because you get to play all the snow mountains instead. So you get cards like Frostbite, Chandra, more removal spells, more consistency, Faceless Haven, which is an untapped creature land, which is very helpful. Sideboard cards, generally you are bringing this in, or upgrade against small creature decks, like the Werewolf deck. Upgrade's also very good at the control control matchup, destroying key to the. God, I am messing up with all the names of these cards. Key to the something. There we go. Archive. What else? You have your 3-mana damage spells, which are new. You have Rahilda, which is just a very, very strong card, which is great for the aggressive matchup. Or rather, if you want to become a more aggressive deck post-board. Just generally red removal and either raising or lowering your curve based off of what you're playing against. With that said, your deck is trying to accelerate into these 4, 5, and occasionally 6-drop dragons with these 2 cards, Fearsome Whelp and Orb of Dragonkind, both of which act basically as a cost reducer for your next spell, or dig you to find an additional dragon when you've made it to your late game. Not a ton with this deck to really think about. It's just accelerate into really hard to deal with evasive threats, some of which have haste, some of which can't be countered, and kill your opponent. With that, we are going to run through a couple matches and see how we do. Alright, so we want to switch to Alchemy, best of 3. And here we go. And let's get into it. And I believe this list came from Wyatt French, who placed first in the Energy Series event this weekend. Okay, so we have our 2-drop. We have our turn 3 play here, and we're on the play. So one of the best things this deck can do is accelerate out a turn 3 Town Razor Tyrant, because it creates an issue for your opponent where they either take a bunch of damage or they end up going down a land a little too early in the game. Layer of the Hydra suggests my opponent is playing the mono green deck, and Town Razor being able to destroy wipe the text from the creature land is very, very strong. I don't have a ton of reps with the archetype, so we'll be learning as we go. Surprised they are playing regular basics instead of snow. But it does seem to be that they're the mono red deck. Or sorry, mono green deck. I feel like Blizzard Brawl is one of the best cards that they have access to, so I'm surprised that they have chosen not to play the version of the deck that runs it. Or they could just be the werewolf deck. Storm Tamer? Storm Seeker, sorry. Trade with this. That's actually a really good pickup. I don't think they want to try and trade the Storm Seeker. Yeah, okay, that's fine. No blocks. I'm going to deal 3 damage here. And I'll take action. Not what I wanted to see. Don't love that. I really don't love that. Alright. So I'm going to sacrifice the orb here. Ooh. Okay. 4, 7, 8. What is the chance my opponent can hit me with another thing here? This should be fine still. I'll take Town Razor Tyrant. Do I want to take their second red or their second green? I'll take the green. I don't know if my opponent's able to attack in here. That's 11 lands that we saw. Alright, I'm going to block here. Because there's the small chance that we die to a Snakeskin Veil. Okay. Game 1 down. And let's see if we can clean up. Okay, so my opponent has red and green creatures. Burning Hand seems like an easy include. Braid. The question is, do I want some of these other ones? Do I want Conductive Current? I think with my opponent having a fair amount of haste here, I think I'm cool with this. I don't love Chandra. It's very attackable. Probably trim on Inferno. I'm unclear on what the final cut should be. Maybe a Frostbite. Oh wow! Thank you so much for the raid, Nerdy Steve. Really appreciate it, and thank you so much for the follow, at Jalia. Really appreciate it. How's everybody's night going? We are currently in our first game, or I guess first match of the night. We are up a game. We're playing Mono Red Dragons. My opponent is on Red Green Werewolves. So far, so good. Since this is game or round one, we have a 100% win rate, and I would like to keep that going. I don't actually know if I keep this. The Whelp is great, but I have no payoff for it. I think I should be mulliganing for a payoff. This is in a similar kind of boat. I have the acceleration. Dragons are great. I think I keep it. I throw back one dragon. Yeah, deck's broken. Was that number 4? Went for... Oof. I'm sorry. So this is an interesting one, right? I think I do just need to run out the orb. You have ramp and you have pamp. Yeah. I get punished. They have, what is it, Tovolar? Okay, I don't care about Ranger class here. Alrighty. Okay. I think that may or may not have just sealed the deal for us. We're gonna tax their mountain. You can rebuke me. Really? Went for pack leader over... Oh, I guess they already took this up. Never mind. Pay the 3. Here's a gold span. And we're going to see what they want to do here. Presumably I'm Dragon's firing one of their things. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do have lethal here with the Inferno, right? Like, I'm not crazy. That had haste. Alright. We're gonna crack like this. And that should be it. That doesn't have reach, right? Cool. We did it! Alright, one down. Dragons is officially cracked. And I guess I should probably say this now, since there are a lot more of you than there were a few minutes ago. So I am recording this video for quietspeculation.com. If you aren't familiar, they are a... ooh, this hand's phenomenal. They are a website focused on Magic Finance, as well as metagame developments. Yeah, Quiet Speculation is wonderful, great group of people. And I've been working with them for just about a month now. Only positive things to say. Really recommend checking them out if you haven't had a chance. And this video should be live with them on Tuesday. Also expecting some Alchemy changes sometime next week. I think they announced the ban list update on Tuesday, but I'm not sure if they would include Magic Online things with the other ban list. Alright, so this is the mono green deck, I believe. I mentioned this a few minutes ago, but now we can see it in person. Snow-Covered Forest tells me that they probably have Blizzard Brawl. So something to keep note of. Ew. At least these two don't immediately turn on the pack tactics. I can't do both of these, right? Yeah. Getting the turn 3 Townraiser Tyrant is just backbreaking. Now the question is, do I trade for this? I don't think so. Mammoth. Ooh, okay. Well, I like this. The question is, do I want the smashing down this turn? No, I don't think so. Alright, so... if you're recording, I have to... you're just like putting flashback cards in my yard. Yes, I am recording. But no worries. They're tapped out. I think it just makes sense to do this now. Dragon control. This. I don't want to give away that I have this as my follow-up play. Well, that's rude. Alright, so I am dead to a land, which is kind of brutal here. So I think I have to do this. Alright. I'm still on a 2-turn clock. Yeah, so they take up here. I get hit for 4. Not ideal. So I play Inferno. I don't attack. I crack the orb in their end step in the event that I live. And hope to find something. Oh, go eat. And thank you so much. I really appreciate the raid. And thank you again for everyone hanging out. There are a lot of things that we're dead to right now. We are dead to a hasty 4-drop. We are dead to, what is it, the Inscription? 2-mana fight, kicker, counters on things. That is a hasty 4-drop. Alright, we're dead. Alright, in comes Burning Hands. A Braid can come in. I like the Brittle Blast, and I think Conductive Current can come in. Honestly, I think all of these can probably just... Except for Hilda. I don't think this is the matchup for it. Don't love Fumarole. We can trim Inferno. Where are my other cuts? Maybe these can get trimmed. I don't think I actually want more than one. A Braid may be overboarding. Yeah, a Braid's probably overboarding. Sure. Alrighty. Okay. This does the things. I don't think I've actually seen a whelp yet. I think I'll lead on Smashing Tapped. They get the pup. I'll play Orb. I guess the real question here is, do I play Orb or do I Burning Hands with whatever their next play is? It is a Werewolf Pack Leader. Okay, that might have just answered my question. Because they played the lair, they can't actually fight this with a Blizzard Brawl without trading off the pack leader. And they can't draw a card off of it either with this attack unless they do something. No blocks. Alright. They spent their turn on a Naturalize. Now, I think I do this instead of playing the second region. So this guarantees me a play next turn. Decline. Alright. So I still think I tap like this in case they have another Liberator. Not currently at risk for lethal. Well, now that's brutal. I don't have a clean way of killing off the troll now. Hmm. One, two, three, four. Yeah, nope. I'm gonna see if I can hit a whelp. Wow. Alright. They should have just attacked with the lair. It's unfortunate here. Alright, so I believe I can Town Razor. Though I'm not sure which matters more. The double land that can sacrifice into a 4/4 tapped, or the lair. I think the lair is probably going to be more significant right now. Because this can't attack. It's not going to impact the board, and I don't think we're getting to the point of the game where that's going to be relevant. Alright, so they want me to trade here. Alright, don't think these Faceless Havens are going to get it done. Play the land, and I have to pass back. That's not good for me. Do they have a creature in their hand to be able to... Do they have another troll? Oh, they had a mammoth. Alright. That's not it. Alright. 1-1. Alright. Let's keep it going. Hey Poseidon, doing pretty well. We are recording a video for quietspeculation.com. We're playing Mono Red Dragons in Alchemy Best of 3. So far we are 1-1. Every time I look over into the OBS camera, I see how horrible my hair is right now. Because of the Omicron wave, I have not gotten a haircut since Thanksgiving. I finally have one scheduled for for Tuesday. I'm gonna be going in with my N95, just kind of strapped in as best as possible because this is unreasonable. Waiting on my opponent. Hopefully they're here. Doesn't look like they're here. Either way, I don't think I'd count this one. Alright, well, we get to look at our hand. This hand doesn't really do anything proactive. So I'm not sure whether or not I should keep it. I guess depending on the matchup, it's probably fine. I'm going to send this back and see if we can get something a little bit better. And this is no accelerant. It's missing a land. I think I can... This is basically the same hand as before. I'm going to throw back a mountain. I'll throw back the Moonveil. Yeah. I'm also not convinced my opponent's here. And from the sleeves, I'm guessing they're playing the Werewolf deck. Yep, they're playing the Werewolf deck. Awesome. Or they're playing something different altogether. I can't let a Magda live. So, decline. Remove that. Alright, could be worse. And they had another one. Alright. Now that's interesting. Chandra Tick Up doesn't die to what they have on board. But Fearsome Whelp gets me the immediate value. I think I'm better off playing the Whelp. Because Whelp can also block the Magda. Play with fire. Okay. I don't really want to play Chandra into these threats, but I might have to dispense damage. Decline. Yeah.
Don't think a fancy dress means I didn't come for the fight. Let's bring things up to a simmer.
Stop before combat. I think I have to hit the Magda. Decline. Alright. The question is, do I try to race? They are beating me on the race. I think I hold this back to block. Alright, let's get rid of you. Not a bad one. I think I do actually have to go for the attack here. And that represents actual lethal next turn. Cool. Alright, so if our opponent's playing Magdas, they're playing Innkeeper, I think I like the Currents. I didn't see any big things in their green half here. I didn't really see much of them. Rebuke seems fine. I like it better than Fumarole. I don't know why this card's on the deck, to be completely honest. I think 3 mana to trade off on a thing is not great, even though you get the mana back. Maybe. Chandra seems, again, not great here. We have not played a matchup yet where Chandra has really had a chance to shine. What else? I don't think I can cut the orbs. I can trim a Moonveil, I guess. No, probably can't. I'll just get rid of another one of these. Why not? I have 4, 7, 8, 9 spot removal spells. That's probably enough. Alright, no accelerant. This is triple red and I have a Faceless Haven. I think I throw it back. Ooh, okay. Same kind of issue. I think I have to keep this though. And I put back a Haven. And we drew one anyway. Them not having a turn 2 play is really good for me. Or turn 3? What are they doing? I'm genuinely confused as to what my opponent's doing here. Hit the creature land. Presumably they're a ramp deck, right? No blocks. I think this is probably correct. Definitely not doing it in first main, but I think this is still the correct line. This puts them in a spot where they can't really attack with... Okay, they're attacking with the Goldspan. You know what? I will trade. In the off chance it was like, I don't even know. Double a thing's power, double strike. Sure. Oh, whoops. That was not what I wanted to do. Because this is 5 now. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think I bungled that. Whoops. Because I don't want to trade off my dragon. Yeah. Really? Sure. Fair enough. It was definitely a mistake on my part. Show me the veil. Okay, they played another creature into it. Cool. I don't think I need to show them. Play this. Alright, they get a Town Razor. I have a ton of mana already. I think I'm gonna... Oh, no, never mind. I was gonna say I was gonna crack this, but it actually needs red mana to do it. Alright, I am dead to a Dragonfire. Not a Dragonfire, but that'll do it. Unfortunate. I probably could have played that a little bit better, too. Do I want the Brittle Blast, knowing what I know now? I think one's probably fine. So the turn that I attacked in with the Town Razor, I definitely should have Wrath first. It set back my clock, and it messed with my my ability to use my mana for the turn. Okay, this seems great. So I have a turn 3 Tyrant or a turn 3 Current. You get an Innkeeper. I get a Tyrant. I turn off your lair. All right, let the countdown begin. The question is, do I play this as a land? Probably. Don't think I'm keeping this hand around for all that much longer. And this lines up 5 mana next turn if needed. Storm the festival? Well, that's new and unexpected. But kind of a whiff. Sure. Decline. Alright. And I have a feeling this is probably it. Going to 2. Another storm. 2 gold spans. So you gain some life. You can't attack. What? Don't think you're supposed to be attacking here. Clearly you have a removal spell, but I'm not blocking. If you have 2 removal spells... it's whatever. Because the regions are still going to deal damage when they die. You need to get rid of 2 of my threats. So you have to bounce them, you need to gain some life somehow. Oh, that'll gain you some life. You have another one? Show me a second. Devouring tendrils. Seems like you do. Like it seems like you have it here. So please. Dragon's Fire. Okay. Again? Really? Every single time I've cracked that, I've whiffed. Alright. They're put all of my permanents that cost 5 mana onto the battlefield card with their several copies of spot removal. I am confused as to the distribution of my opponent's deck, but I'm glad it worked out for them. Alright, we are 1 and 2 with mono red dragons. Let's see if we can redeem ourselves. Also, I have not seen the deck that my opponent is playing. That is the first time I've encountered it. I'm curious if it did well in an event recently. It's similar to things that happen in Standard, so it's understandable where the cards came from, and they are good cards. I'm just curious if that showed up in some Alchemy event recently. This hand seems great. My opponent goes first. Hopefully I can resolve this whelp and it will survive a turn. Seems like my opponent might be on the mirror. Though I don't know why they would play the Veil over... I mean, it's definitely the Dragon deck. I'm curious why they would play this over the Dragon land. That does something similar. Alright. Get the whelp. Then you get a Moonveil. I'll just play the Town Razor. No attacks. Opponent can play a 5-drop here. And they did play a 5-drop. Okay. So they're on the Jeskai build? Don't think they attack. Yeah. Nope, nope, red, red. Alright, so I have the Whelps, which can block the Urmrith. So I don't think that they actually want to attack in here. Moonveil doesn't really have good attacks either. And I'm going to have a very big Inferno next turn if I would like. Might crack the Orb. Alright, so they get a gold span. Do they want to trade the cards? No, they do not. Okay. Double blocking there in case they had some sort of, I don't know, removal spell, combat trick. No, I have one. But I don't think I want to play mine just yet. Six, 7, 8, 9. I think I just play the Whelp. I crack here. To see if I can find another dragon. Moonveil versus Town Razor. I'll take the Moonveil. It's going to cost 1 at the end of this. Goldspan's going to cost 2. So I'm going to be able to play both next turn, draw a card. I feel very firmly in the driver's seat here. Because those cliffs. I think I want to offer the trade. They don't want to trade. Oh, whoops. That's a mistake. I forgot that they would hit for 2. My bad. Admittedly not playing this the best I could. My opponent's going to sacrifice their land here. Now if I attack in, they block, they take 8, 9, 10, 11. This only hits creatures, right? Yeah, creatures and planeswalkers. So they get their Inferno. So an attack's not viable at the moment. This has ward 4. Yeah, that's a lot of ward. I don't think I want a Fumarole just to draw another card. That's probably a mistake. Yeah, I think I just hold off. So they have 7 mana available. 5 mana. They only have red lands, but they have the treasure, and they have this. Alright. Adult Gold Dragon. They attacking? No. Alright, well that is a great card to shoot with a Fumarole. No cards to, to chain with that. Unfortunate. I hope it's to hit a creature and then cast it, maybe get another creature out of the deal. Oh, that's a good one. Six. Bop. Bop. Chandra. So if I attack in here, they block the gold span. They take 11. As long as their next card isn't Adult Gold Dragon, I think I win. Even then, I don't think the dragon can attack. So if they play the dragon, they can attack in. I'll take 9. I'll go to 11. They'll go to 5. But then they're dead to the crackback. If they hold it back, I can just Chandra. Okay, knowing what I know now, I still don't think I need the Abrade. But maybe. Actually, I'm on the draw, so I think Frostbite's probably fine. It's the Gold Dragon, it hits the Whelp, and it hits Stormseeker. Rebuke seems great. Blast seems great. Chandra, again, seems medium. Don't want the current. Yeah, I think I need to maximize hitting the Whelp on turn 2. Their turn 2, my turn 1. I think whoever stabilizes with their 4 drops first probably wins. Opponent goes first. I'll keep it. It's not ideal, but I have my Whelp. If they play theirs, or if they play the Orb, it's probably still fine. I can get the turn 3 Tyrant. I have Dragon's Fire X2 to kill whatever their things are. We hit a land. It's not the worst. I'm hitting full control here. I want them to think that I have Frostbite. Oh, okay. So, if I had to guess, they probably have their removal spell, but I have to play it. Like, I can't not. I would guess, because they have the blue splash, they likely have Disdainful Stroke in the sideboard. Nadar. Alright. So they've shown me white. Decline, hit. Doing it this way, not really a ton of upside other than plays around the gate and plays around Valor's stance. I imagine if they have Valor's stance, I'm, I got either way. Okay, this is an interesting one. I can cut them off of a... Well, I guess I can't cut them off of a color, but I can make it really difficult for them to hold up a color. And I would like to make it difficult for them to play white cards. Valorous Stance, I assume. Dragon's Fire, showing me their Tyrant. Sure. So they get a Tyrant, but they're down to 1 card in hand. I have 4, and mine are all pretty good. Decline. I'm gonna play Moonveil. If I find a land, I can Goldspan and then use the treasure. If not, I can just double spell my next turn. No blocks. Decline. Found the land. Cool. Decline. So it doesn't seem like my opponent has Valor Stance, because they would have done it before Goldspan got the trigger. Decline. Was this a dual gold dragon here? Or what do they have? Inferno. Decline, and I still have lethal. I just have to do it in combat. Alright, resolve the first one. Choose a dragon I control. Target that. Pick this one. Good game. Okay, we are 2 and 2. Alright. And we're going to move on to game number 5, or match number 5. Alright, one moment. Screenshotting my opponent's username. Probably gonna send that into WotC. This hand doesn't do much, but it does it well. So, turn 2 Whelp, turn 3 Regent. Hopefully Dragon's Fire at some point. My opponent's on blue-red. What kind of blue-red is the question? Okay. Here's a Moonveil. Power is also an interesting choice. Especially when a Braid is in the format. So I'm curious what they're trying to do. Oh, it's the mill deck. Okay. That feels like a big duh moment, but I figured it out. Alright, so I'm going to play a Whelp. Decline because my gold span's going to be active next turn. Hit him. Excuse me. They're gonna mill me for 16. Oh, cool. Found a land. I'm gonna take the action. I think these are dead cards. Alright. My opponent is on a 1-turn clock. They have to hit me for 21 cards. It's not unheard of. Like, they could, Galv Iteration into Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Or dual cast. No, they just have another Cacophony. Alright. Good game. I'll give it to them. They got close. 4 cards left. Alright. I want to take out my removal spells. Right? Like, I'm literally wearing a shirt that says Pride is Protest. Like, I am the big gay. I probably should not go on a rant like this on a recorded video, but generally speaking, be a decent person that cares about other people. That is the only... That is my core tenet, right? I just like that I have to put dead cards into the deck. I guess we bring in the Frostbites. Not sure what they could have post-board. I don't think they play creatures. Oh, no, they have the Hedron Crab version. Okay, so I actually don't hate Frostbite here. That's an X2 or an X3? It's an X3. So I actually think I want the Dragonfires instead. Alright. Without going on too much of a soapbox, I am very much a leftist that cares about human beings. Everyone should have access to affordable healthcare, housing, basic human needs should be met, like food and shelter, and I don't think that any of those are radical concepts. And having your entire political ideology be based off of white supremacy and making other people feel inferior or enforcing policies that quite literally cause them to be is inherently and fundamentally evil. That is my soapbox. How I really feel? That is the censored version. So them representing 2-mana removal spell makes me think that Orb is probably the better call here, even though it's probably the weaker option. If they want Jawari it, sure. If they want to Abrade it, sure. Also notably, they did not lead on blue for Crab. There's the crab. Mr. Krabs, Mr. Krabs, Mr. Krabs. Alright, so they just banked away, presumably, a dual... what was it? Dual cast, dual shot? Now, I think I still play the Whelp. It's a slightly slower clock. But I think it's probably still correct. Doing this over playing the Rahilda, which might have also been better. Alright, so they go for Iteration. Yeah, I think Rahilda probably was the better call there. They want to mill me for 3 or 6? Sure. Well, that's not going to be able to work. Chandra's interesting, but I don't think it's for this turn. Really? They also missed the land, didn't they? Cool. Really don't want that. Would you like to bounce this? Just debating whether or not to play the Chandra out, but this is probably just the better call. This puts them on a 2-turn clock. They're missing land drops. Dual Strike, Tasha's. My deck has like an average CMC of 4, so... Oh, Demon Bolt. Alright. Fair enough. Not what I wanted.
Without the sun, I'll light the way. Aw, you're looking a little singed.
That's our 3rd Demon Bolt, isn't it? Yep. Well, I guess we're both stuck on mana, but... Your combo needs minimum 4 to be able to work. And I imagine if they had Jawari Disruption, they would have played it. Okay. Really don't love drawing all these extra legendary creatures.
Give a toast? I'd love to.
35. I could play the Rahilda, but I have lethal on board. I think this is probably the safest bet. Okay. We 2-0'd the racist. Awesome. I am glad that that was the last match for this video. Thank you, everyone, and you can check the VOD out at quietspeculation.com or on YouTube. Channel is also called Quiet Speculation. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break, and then I'll be back to play some more stuff. Thank you for hanging out, and I'll be right back.